Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Reed. I'm the Vice President of Sales for OMC West in the mid-market. Today we're here to talk about Oracle's cloud story. I joined Oracle back in 1998 when I was in Oracle Direct, and we sold internet or database products to ensure that our actual product could work with the internet. And so our database, we came out, and I wasn't here around the time when we were selling Oracle 8i. Boy, times have changed. After about 15-20 years, I've come back to Oracle, and at this point in time, everything is based on the internet, on the cloud. And so Oracle's come a long way from the time I was back in Oracle Direct, selling database technologies to actually work with the internet, until today we're actually taking the internet and basing all of our products off the ability to work in the cloud. And so I'm going to speak specifically about two areas. One is iPaaS, and the other is Oracle's cloud products for marketing. The first is Oracle iPaaS. I find it very interesting being in this space, how everything went from on-premise to the cloud so quickly. But once you get to the cloud, there's obviously a lot of different things and a lot of different requirements that you have to meet, and your cloud technologies have to be able to address all the rules as it relates to that specific industry. Could be HIPAA in healthcare, could be a variety of different things. And so while everyone went immediately from on-premise to the cloud, where Oracle really shined to me was our ability to have an iPaaS type program, where you can have on cloud and take advantage, or behind the firewall technologies that also take advantage of cloud economics, to where we can put an appliance behind the firewall and actually still be able to store data that's sensitive behind the firewall, and then be able to store data that's not so sensitive in the cloud. Now, some would argue that it's safer in the cloud, but some industries, particularly healthcare and some financial services, etc., they have to have all of they want the cloud economics, but they have to have all of their data behind their firewall. So how do we do both? And that's with an appliance. And so Oracle has the ability to take an appliance and put it behind the firewall and still take advantage of cloud economics and the advantages that you get by using the cloud and storing data in the cloud, but also are able to have the ability to justify, taking advantage of the cloud economics, but then again behind the firewall. And so I find that fascinating. So there are three different options in which you can deploy Oracle Cloud. You could put everything behind the firewall. You could put sensitive data behind the firewall, and maybe not such sensitive data outside of the firewall, or you could put everything outside of the firewall. Now, there's not too many companies that could do that. I had specific experience with this in former jobs prior to coming to Oracle. But I think that that's a distinct advantage for Oracle's technology, is to have the ability to have three types of deployment options. And so I find that very fascinating as we move from the cloud, giving our customers, giving our prospects the ability to take advantage of cloud economics and deploy in three different ways. I find it pretty fascinating that we moved all the way forward from on-premise to the cloud, and in some industries it's tougher to do, to where we kind of step back for a minute and we give them the option to have sensitive data behind the firewall, as well as data outside in the other two different deployment options that I mentioned earlier. Specifically, I'm in charge today of running a sales organization responsible for Oracle's marketing cloud products. And so our product sets that we are marketing is specifically Responsis, Eloqua, BlueKai, and Maximizer. And so our products specifically speak to the marketers. I don't think that there's anyone, and we built our marketing business based upon cloud technologies via acquisition. The difference between what I feel Oracle's acquisition strategy and maybe some of the others' acquisition strategy is we bought tier 1 companies that have the best products in the space, versus buying smaller companies and spending a couple years trying to develop to be able to sell into the high-end mid-market space or the low-end or high-end enterprise space. And so we, from top to bottom, our product set, in my opinion, and it's supported by third parties as well, such as Forrester, Gartner, etc., we have the best products. Okay, we went out and we spent a lot of money on the best products. And the thing that I find interesting is that how we've gone to market with these products. Typically, we have one sales organization that's going to market hard after the Eloqua technologies, and one group that's going hard after responses, and so they only speak of those technologies. But Oracle's Marketing Cloud products is really a platform. So we may be talking to a prospect today that may be only interested in Eloqua for the project that they're working on at the present. But I often tell them, you have to think about the future when you're looking at the Oracle product set, because this time next year, once we resolve the Eloqua issue that you're having, you may have an issue with having a DMP where we can introduce Blue Kai. So our ability to present ourselves as a platform and be able to address multiple projects is absolutely fascinating to me. So we can go in and say, hey, we're here for you today, but in the future, when you have different products come up, we'll be here for you then as well. Thank you for your time today, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.